Do you like Diamond Theft? Oh, no, better yet, do you like Animal Crossing? Oh my god. Well, guess what? It's your lucky day because Diamond Theft collaborated with Animal Crossing on this awesome ass merch drop. Go in the link in the description and get yourself your Diamond Theft Villager hoodie. If you want to support me, this is the best way to do it. And if you're not a fan of of Animal Crossing type characters, and get it for your friend that loves Animal Crossing. It's an awesome ass piece. And if you want to support the channel, go in the link in the description. Once again, there's more than just this Animal Crossing hoodie, but this one's out, this one dropped, and check it out. All right, on with the video. Animal Crossing is one of Nintendo's most greatest franchises. I love Animal Crossing, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. For those of you that don't know what Animal Crossing is, let me give you a little background and probably get you guys to actually play the game, okay? Animal Crossing is a Nintendo-made game in which you enter a town, a village, as a human, right? You're a human that is entered in this village that is filled with animals, okay? You're the only human in this town. Now, in the different franchises, you have different roles as a human. You're a citizen in one of them, most of them, and in Animal Crossing New Leaf, which is the latest main in the franchise, it's where you're playing as the mayor, you know, and that's a major different role. It has a bunch of more content there, and in my opinion, it's the greatest Animal Crossing game now until the Nintendo Switch version comes out. What you do in your town, so you're in a town full of animals, right? And what you do there is a mixture of different things. You're either collecting fossils, fishing, or collecting bugs, and you're doing a lot of collecting and a lot of selling, all right? So you're gonna sell this money to like the different clerks and the different shops and stores, which there's 2 in the latest Animal Crossing New Leaf. And what you do with that money, which are called bells, the currency is called bells. You then use that money to buy furniture, clothes, decorate your house, expand your house, buy flowers to decorate the town. Use that money as the mayor. You could do public works projects. And you can expand your town's economy, expand your town's beauty. You can make it an awesome town to live in for you and your animal friends. Okay, now once again, let's get back to the animals, because that's like one of the major things. Animal Crossing, they're not crossing anywhere except for the bridge that you have in your town, or the few bridges that you probably created as the mayor. And these animals have different personalities. There's animals that are really just super cute and they like are really nice to you. There's animals that are super insecure and they're probably nice to you, and at the end of the day, they're most likely all going to be nice to you, except unless you're talking to Rossetti or something like that. But they have different personalities. Some that are really strong and they like exercising all the time. They're like, yo, you ready to get buff, man? You got this gym subscription. Oh, dude. You talk to them, you become friends with them, and they assume that you're into the same things as them. But no, there's different animals, okay? And there's one personality in particular that this video is going to be based on. And no, it isn't Isabel. If you like my Isabel video, it's called Me Isabel. I'm sorry, but you got enough Isabel from there. Watch that video if you missed it. But today we're going to be talking about Tom Nook. Yes, Tom Nook is the man. He really, in my opinion, he's one of Nintendo's most underrated characters. He is like the entrepreneur of Nintendo. He is the definition of Nintendo's salespeople. Like he's the definition of Nintendo's money greediness, and the art behind this character could be a reference to what Nintendo really is. You know, like once again to the money. It's a company. They're making money. They're trying to make more money. It's what makes a company work, right? And besides making games and providing for the fans, at the end goal, you can't run a company, or you can't not make money in a business like this, right? So Tom Nook, he's like a symbol of that. So this guy, I'm telling you right now, this guy has been in every Animal Crossing game, and in all of them you see how he goes from living in a little cranny, a little shack is what he calls Nook Cranny, to making the biggest store you've ever seen. Okay, this guy glowed up, and he has like 2 kids or nephews or something. I'm not sure. Nooklington and Nookling, I don't know, but the Nookling brothers, right? And this guy builds a whole empire within the Animal Crossing series. And this guy has inspired me to start businesses, right? This guy is the man. He started from the bottom. Now he's here. Now, how did he do it though? You ready? Because this video is going to blow your mind. The way he does it is when you enter your town, right? You enter your new town. Even if you're the mayor, you enter your town. Guess who's in charge of making houses and making sure that you pay your debts off? It's Tom Nook. It's Tom Nook, guys. Who is the man that charges you for your debt? Who is the man that you basically have to pay any money to at first when you play any Animal Crossing game? It's Tom Nook. Tom Nook is the man that says, "Hey, you're welcome into this new village, right? Welcome to the new village. But I guess what, dude? You don't have a place to live. Guess what? You're gonna live a place where I told you you're gonna live. You're gonna choose where you want to live. In some games, you get to choose exactly what you want to do. But guess what? You can't run away from this. You're gonna have to live in this house and pay off your mortgage. I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to pay off all that debt. And then once you're finished paying it off, you're gonna expand your house no matter what. Because I'm gonna convince you to expand it one day, and you're gonna keep expanding and expanding and giving me infinite amounts of money to build my empire. And this is Tom Nook. Okay, guys. This guy's been doing this for like 5 different games. Not 4 different games. I'm not sure. But this guy's been doing it every Animal Crossing game since, except for Pocket Camp, and that game's kind of it's not as good as the rest. But yeah, so let's not even mention Amiibo Plaza, because no. Tom Nook has started as an individual and made Happy Home Designer business company. He made a whole company. He made a whole company around these houses. This guy is like the real estate of Nintendo video games. This guy's a pro, dude. He really started from the bottom. So, yeah, but he's forcing you he's forcing you, the player, the villager. He basically has control of everyone's houses. All of those houses in the village, or whatever town that you get into, whatever world that you start, whatever game you play, all the buildings, all the houses, no matter what town it is, Tom Nook is the guy who has control over that. Even the town hall. Understand that. So even if you're the mayor, who cares if you're the mayor? Because low-key, the guy who's controlling everything is Tom Nook. Tom Nook has the power. Everything is in his hand. He is the puppet master. He's pulling the strings. If he wanted to, he can say, okay, I'm going to break down this town hall. No one's going to do anything besides be mad and be like, where's the mayor? I'm going to just take down this town hall because I can, and I'm going to make it into Nook's town hall. I'm going to change the whole thing. He could do that if he wanted to. He owns everything. Even if there's policies in places, guess what? This guy has all the money. He has all the assets. He can take over the town. So as much as you think you're the mayor in Animal Crossing New Leaf, you really have no control. You really don't. When you're building a new public works project, low key, the people who are building those public works, the people who are constructing that, those furnitures and materials are being provided by Tom Nook. He has control of that import. He has a monopoly over the entire game. He owns everything. Animal Crossing, more like Tom Nook, mortgage paying game. Dude, this is literally a god way of creating this guy has like, oh my god, he's the next Hitler. This guy is the supreme leader, dude. You can't win, Tom Nook. You can't do anything. He has it all. Everything is his. Okay? Now, there's a bunch of theories about this already. People have already spoken about this, and guess what? There's an image I'll show you right now in which Tom Nook acknowledges the fact that people think that he's forcing you to pay off all this loans and stuff because he's like some sort of devil, and people despise him for this fact, and he acknowledges that. He acknowledges that people don't like the way he treats everyone. He's like, I'm only your friend because you're gonna pay me money. He acknowledges that in that photo. It could be fake. I'm assuming it's real. I just saw it online on Pinterest, so I think it's real. Don't judge or whatever. But then again, you gotta understand this, okay? Yo, once you already know that Tom Nook is the leader, he is the one in control of everything because he has all the assets and funds and he has a monopoly over everything. Think about how you, a random human, a random villager, you're going around this town doing whatever you want to do. in order to get what you maybe want. If you want to make bells to buy new clothes, you can do that. If you want to expand your house, you can do that. You know, forget the fact that Tom Nook is in control for now, for this 1 second, and think about what you're doing. Collecting fruits, doing something for you, when at the end of the day, whatever you do, anything that shows some sort of progress within the game, sadly always has to go back to Tom Nook, even if you're the mayor of the town. Now think about this really closely. If it's to decorate your town with flowers, just know Tom Nook already owns the entire town. It's his town. It's not your town. Okay? That money that you bought those flowers with, that building that you went into to buy the flowers, or maybe even that boat that you used to travel to the islands, the island house was probably made by Tom Nook himself. He owns everything, dude. And what I think he's up to is something very, very fascinating, but also scary in a way. Because, like, the way they're going to pull this off, the way Nintendo has been planning this out, like, so subtly, so slowly, getting into, like, something so huge, it blows my mind how, like, no one is appreciating this for what it is. Okay, Tom Nook, he's not a bad guy. Hopefully he's not a bad guy. I hope he's a nice guy to heart, right? Like, he's only here to actually build this one big empire that everyone's going to enjoy. He's not doing it for him exactly, even though he seems like the greedy guy who's only here for your money, who's only here to be your friend. He has a goal set in his head that motive that he has, whether it be money, doesn't have to be like a bad thing. We can look at his goal, which could be for us to make the villager live good, to make the animals live good, as a good thing, so that we then look at him as a nice guy. So whatever that end result is, I'm assuming Tom Nook is going to own the whole country, right? Basically, he kind of does. With all the people who play Animal Crossing and the millions of people who have a town in Animal Crossing because they have the copy of the game, all of those millions of towns are like a whole country by now, right? It's a lot of places, a lot of acres of land, it's a lot of space. And if you combine it all and put it all together, maybe in the new Animal Crossing game to come out on the Nintendo Switch, it's gonna have a whole country. Or maybe not even the Nintendo Switch, maybe the Animal Crossing game after that, if there is one. You know, he's gonna build a whole country or a whole world, make it a whole world based off what he was trying to do. Whatever he does with the money he earns, I hope it's something good, because this guy's immortal. This guy, it's already been, like, he looks no older than he did back in the day. The guy's an old man, to be honest, though, because the game is, like, over 10 years old, right? And this guy's still kicking it strong, you know? The empire he's building is going to probably be something for the people. Or for you guys who want to have it a dark ending or a dark twist, it could be the destruction of the animals. You don't know what world. How are animals speaking to each other and hanging out as if it's okay? Like as if tigers don't eat foxes. As if they're not eating each other. As if there's no food chain here. Like, it's absent. As if animals been getting along all over in our lives. Like, no, animals don't get along with humans. Animals don't get along with each other. Bears eat fishes. Why aren't the bears eat fish? Why aren't they going in and eating? They are, but, like, there's some animals that are fish that are, like, you know what I mean? Like, since when do animals all get along, right? Tom Nook, he probably read a book and he knows something that no one else does, and he's probably trying to just stop the destruction of the world or turn the world back into what it was, where the humans were dominant and not animals were, like Isabelle, secretaries and, you know, being supreme leaders like Tom Nook, you know, like, since when, you know? So maybe Tom Nook knows something and he's building an empire in order to shape the new world order, or to probably bring things back to what it was, you know? But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and tell me what you think in the comments down below. I know it's a lot of information. I just really wanted to say some of the stuff that I believe, some of the theories and some of the talkings about Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing, and I hope you do too. And if you do, you know, just let me know. New game coming out, and we could play together. Just hit me up, man. Hit me up in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.